Okay, I'll wait for you down here.
Cut to.
No problem. It shows Doc giving Puddlefoot after getting the guards. You just walk up Puddlefoot, and they go, and because they don't fucking speak your language. And then Puddlefoot comes down. You give him 20 blood notes, and then you pry him off Doc's leg. They was dry humping. And then he calms down and says, "So, what would you like?" And you're like, "We want a fucking car." And he takes you to the car dealer. And the car dealer's like, "Hey, how can I help you today? What you shopping for?" And you find the vehicle. It's like a something that's just a bit larger than a fucking soccer mom minivan thing. And it's got a sign on it that says, ask about the undercoating. You like this one, huh? I'll let you have it for 2,000 schmeckles. Plus the undercoating for just another 200 schmeckles.
Okay.
He waits for schmeckles. He looks at it, he goes, "Oh, blood notes, not schmeckles. Oh, that's going to cost you 4,000 blood notes. Is that okay? I'll throw in the undercoating for free because you're cute." He says.
Sure.
This is all through translators, which is Puddlefoot. Unfortunately, he also does the voices. So he's like, "Sure." He's like a little house elf looking motherfucker. And so, right. Mark off 4,000 blood notes from your giant stack of 10,000. He looks at the rest and he goes, because you still got a whole bunch of them, and he goes, "Can I interest you in some accessories? What kind of accessories would you like? Maybe some nice seat covers?"
I just stare at him until he goes away.
No, it's his car lot, so he's probably not going to go anywhere. No problem. He's trying to sell you as many different accessories as possible. Anything you can imagine that could go into a flying vehicle, he'd be happy to sell you.
Okay. Now the fun part. You have to activate this thing and drive it out.
This is the tricky bit. No problem. I guess you're done buying shit. So, give me Activate Conveyance Magic, Chris. It's one of the miscellaneous skills that you picked up when entering this zone.
I'll get in the passenger seat.
All right. And 3 of your magic points go away.
Don't worry, just keep trying.
He goes. He sits in the car. Basically, because you've got Freddy with you.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, he goes. He does it twice, and then the third time is the charm, apparently. And now that takes 6 magic points. So basically, you're down 12
I pass
after.
out.
What?
I did it 6 times. I don't know why you said 3. 1, 2,
Sorry.
3,
Okay.
4, 5.
Wow.
Excellent.
The 6th time it activates.
He passes out, and then it stops.
Yep.
Apparently, Freddy forgot to hit him with a lot of recharge shit.
Damn it, Doc, you didn't.
Doc is now asleep for 8 hours.
Try and recharge him. Hold on.
He's still asleep for 8 hours.
I know, but I can wake him up if you get.
True. Yeah, if you recharge him a bunch and then slap him around some.
Got the wake up spell?
The guy comes over and he sticks his head in the window. He goes, "You doing okay?"
I roll up the
fine,
window.
it's fine. Fuck off. That's right. He doesn't understand.
No problem. The house elf looking dude, Puddlefoot, is standing outside because he wants no part of getting in the car.
You get 7 back, Chris.
Okay, but aren't I still passed out?
Yep, until he does a wake up spell or something on you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. You had the wake up spell?
Yeah.
Because once you pass out, you pass out.
Yeah.
I thought we just wake up.
Nope.
Oh, there you are.
After a good slapping around, which makes the The guy is now who was selling you shit's now leaving you alone and moving far away and watching like really alarmed, like you guys might die on his property soon. Because if you read the wake up spell, what's in it? That's right, a good slapping.
Now, Doc, now when you try it, make sure Freddy recharges you before you pass out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All right, try again. I'll recharge you if you need it. All right, let me recharge you. Okay, another 7.
This is going to be a rough one. Thanks, Doc.
All right, do you need more?
Yeah.
Another 7.
God damn, Freddy's making his rolls.
Freddy is rolling the magic points. That's 3 more.
All right.
Time for a recharge.
Oh!
Freddy's head explodes like an overripe melon.
Anyone
Here
have a
comes
reroll?
the fumble card.
I'm looking.
Here
No,
comes
I
the
don't have
fumble card.
a
All right,
reroll.
I'll spend a hero point.
God damn it.
Okay, trying. Hey, look.
You're throwing rocks today.
Apparently.
Doc,
Nobody throws the rock.
Go, Doc, go. You got back 7 magic points.
Yay!
6 magic points go away. Still conscious?
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn. Now, give me a... Now, this will keep going until you get out. As soon as you get out, it's done. Or a certain amount of time has passed, which Freddy may or may not have told you. So, or you fail a willpower roll if you're in a lower magic zone,
right, yeah.
which we'll get to in a minute. So, now give me a simple flying car. Or actually, it'd be like modern...
Futuristic air.
Yeah, medium futuristic air.
Yeah, medium futuristic air. Yeah. You should have that, so.
You should have plenty of that. Especially with all the vans you fucked up back in the cyberpunk time.
Now,
Like a
Aeolus, he just blew some magic points. You might want to recharge him just in case he needs to do that again.
Yeah, well, let's go to Gothic and do that there.
Okay.
Now, you're now flying over the, you go, are you wanting to fly through the forest or above the forest? The forest itself has got big trees, lots of space between the trees.
On the road. Just go on the road.
On the road, I suppose?
Do you want to go to the west, east, south, or it's not much of a road at all toward the north?
Freddy?
Whichever way we went last time, Logan.
You give me a memory roll at half.
You never mentioned which way we went. We just
said
we went down the road.
Oh,
We went into the forest. We went into the forest down the road, but which direction is that in, Logan?
Exactly. Freddy doesn't know.
What do you remember?
I can remember.
Let the good times roll. It's one of those 4 directions. The pilot looks at you as he's hovering. Yeah, because Logan fucking knows. Yeah.
Logan, we can't see the forest down the horizon?
There's forest in all directions. Literally, you are in the center of a forest. So you unfortunately cannot see the forest because of all the trees.
Just go south.
Where
I go south.
All right, you begin heading down the road to the south, and then...
And now I'm going to try and shadow walk us.
So targeted shadow walk?
Yeah, so before the irradiated area.
Yes,
okay.
Well, you've pretty much got one chance at this, otherwise you will reach somewhere else in this world.
Aware.
Okay, good luck on your one shot.
I'm going to play my skill 10.
That's probably a good idea. The you chose little house elf fucker Puddlefoot waving as you guys go, and then waving as you like circle and then go a different way.
Oh,
Pity.
all right. Turn it around and start heading the other way.
Well, no, it's not like that because here there is actually shit that you will reach, and they are not friendly either. So you guys.
And they blow a hero point. Woo.
Ah.
And so the hero suck begins.
And so it begins.
Oh, by the way, if you not a problem. I've been wanting to take people to this. Oh,
the dice are we're just fucking with you before. Now that one really counts.
Yeah, suck them hero points, boy. Yeah.
Yay!
How many hero points is that, Freddie?
Only 4. What's the deal?
Woo! Woo! All right. So,
I hate this mission.
it is a prestige mission if you accomplish it. If you don't, then it isn't. So,
then
you guys
all dead.
You guys head over to outside of the irradiated area into a different forest. And
why is it different?
Because it's not the same as the one that you came from?
It's the Gothic San Angeles forest.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
There's a forest on the edge of the desert.
If you want to be somewhere different, but that's
no. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Are you thinking crazy thoughts again? And
we should find a different clearing than the one we were in because there may be death claws there.
Yeah. So, Doc, now you can find a good place for us to stop.
Doc, now comes something else you discover, and I'm going to have you do it as a clump where, you can roll many dice at the same time. But essentially, every 10 minutes of going in this now is going to be a willpower times 5 for you to keep this fucker aloft, because what the actual fuck is wrong with the magic here? Well, the same thing that's fucked up this whole thing here.
Yeah.
So you were noticing that right away, Doc.
We look for a place to settle down. A nice clearing.
Sure.
Okay. No problem. Yes. Unfortunately, the best clearing is the one that you were in before. So now you're looking for a different clearing. You find one eventually.
Well, we can check from the air. We can check and see if the other clearing is.
Well, you've either got the clearing that has, I believe, does it have a wrecked ship in it? The other clearing?
Yes.
Yeah. There's either the wrecked ship clearing, or you find a different clearing, but it's got this weird square that's maybe 3 meters by 3 meters by 3 meters that seems to be made of like either dry ice or something like that, and there's just fog that's continually going off of it. Not sure what's up with that, but it's definitely an interesting feature here.
So like a cube then of dry ice.
Yes. Although it doesn't look solid at all. You don't see any solid shit. It just looks like with fog stuff just rolling off this bitch.
Oh, might be one of those magic item things that from the jungle zone.
I've never seen that.
Does it look like that, Logan?
Does it look like what?
Well, we had a shield in the jungle area that was kind of smoky and insubstantial. And
does
it look like that effect?
It looks like the same kind of fog that you saw in the jungle zone, but it doesn't. You're not sure if it's an item or just a weird gate to the fog, or what's up with that.
Pull out my magic goggles and have a look.
Sure. Give me your willpower roll and burn a charge. Looking at it,
he has to make his
analyze magic.
I was
going to say you're thinking it's magical.
Analyze magic.
What it does, it's like a big cooler. You put your drinks in there, and then it makes them cooler so that you can drink cold drinks. It is the boon of anybody who's getting ready to go into the desert.
Seems to be some sort of a refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I pulled out my glasses.
Mark off a charge.
Yes, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze magic. Oh, so close.
Maybe.
Another charge. Do I need to make another willpower roll?
Well, you can't retry your analyze magic skill if that's what you're going for. You
Okay,
believe
no,
what you believe, and what you believe is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it appears to be dry ice, guys. I don't. Is there's magic? Did you say there's magic?
It's definitely magical.
Oh, yeah. It's got magic shit.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Let's not go do that then.
Yeah. Incidentally,
do you guys have any? Do you guys have a bottle of water?
No, not on me. I think.
Oh.
We're gonna need some desert gear.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get that after we put the car down.
Okay, well, let's put the car down somewhere.
No problem. Unless you want to do anything fancy, Doc, like the butterfly landing or something like that, which is useful to do if you're worried about getting shot from the ground while you're trying to land. But if you just want to do it nice, with your skill, I'm not worried about it yet.
Okay.
Doc,
He goes.
do you have trouble with yourself?
Yeah.
Can I have it so we can come back to you?
All right, here you go.
Okay.
Coming back to him will be tricky, as he is actually not possible because he is literally sitting in an enclosed car. He needs to be somewhere where you can walk to him, as it has been literally every other time.
Can you put the suit on while he's in the car?
Him? While he's in the car? Yeah,
he's gonna have to.
It'll be a pain in the ass, but if he doesn't mind taking his time, of course he can. If he's in a hurry, then it'll be some fucked up roll.
Look, it looks like you're the one, because he needs to stay in the car to keep it running.
No, he doesn't. He can shut down the car and we can try and start it up again. Otherwise, we're doing some wild Rube Goldberg thing. Doc, what do you recommend for desert gear? I mean, we need water. There's going to be dust storms, so we're going to need something to filter our breathing. Were those built into the suits, Logan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the breathing's taken care of with the suits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine on that. I mean,
okay, so
yeah.
I tell them the shit that they need.
Right. He gives you a list of stuff.
Okay.
How much does that stuff cost roughly?
It's not a lot, actually. You can pretty much live in the well, it's not air conditioned, but you can live in the van if you really have to. Also, you need a store in order to really get prices. Unless they sell something in the refrigerator thing you guys found. If there's a store in there, that'd be really rather cool.
Yeah. Oh, incidentally, guys, one important fact about the jungle zone, if you've never been there, all your crisp will drain to zero immediately.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doc looks thrilled about this.
Okay. So where do we want to buy the desert beer? Embassy or brewery?
The embassy. Now, that's a much better question. If you get it from the embassy, keep in mind that their version of what I need to survive in the desert is a water bottle and a machete and possibly a gun for dealing with them pesky engines. But if you get it in Guri, you can get a lot better of shit.
Yeah, let's go to Guri.
Okay. All right, Doc, we'll call you when we're done.
Okay.
Try not to die or something.
Doc just sits in the car. It's still going until he stands up or leaves it or wants to answer a Trump thing and bring somebody through.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come.
Now, keep in mind, he has to make, even while it's just sitting there, he's doing his willpower every 10 minutes to keep the party going. Yeah. Otherwise, it'll be shut off.
Okay.
So that's why I was suggesting we shut down the car and try it again. But
how many willpower rolls do you want?
None yet. I got to see how long these guys are actually gone, because if they do like they did last time, they said we'll be back in 15 minutes, and they were back in 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm not going to commit myself until I find out what they actually do.
Not that long, but yeah.
Do you have any Guri cash? Do you have any Guri cash, Freddie?
Just over 1,000.
Okay, most of mine is in the bank, so we'd have to travel to the bank.
All of mine's in the bank as well.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to need to walk to the bank. That's the first thing we're going to need to do. And then we're going to have to go buy the stuff.
my credit cards in the ship.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
first
so
to the
we
ship,
will.
then to the bank.
Yeah.
See how it's going into a more of an epic quest. And then they're walking toward this fucking volcano where the bank is, and they got their cred card that they have to put into the volcano.
Alright, so I'm gonna jump us to the
Would they
embassy.
take the Eagles? No. All right. Gate, give me your luck roll for the going to. You get out of the minivan, and no problem. Yeah, he throws a fucking hot too
Yeah,
when
now
he's
I
doing
quit.
some
Sure,
stupid shit. All right, and you guys quickly and easily trump over to near
To the
Freddy's
embassy.
doghouse or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go.
All
Then
right.
we're gonna cleanse.
No problem. They one of the guys goes, and he sounds a horn, and other guards come over and stuff, and then they begin cranking open the fucking doors of the barber shop, and you guys go in, and they begin cranking them in, and you go,
Quickly, yeah.
and Clem puts the hot towels in your faces and takes them off, and it's much lighter than the fucking fading light of the giant stone doors with the spikes and
I
shit in
put
them.
on all my cameras and everything.
And then he begins strapping shit onto him and stuff.
Alright,
And then,
well, do you want to pay for it or?
I don't care who pays for it. Let's just get to the bank.
Okay, let's go to the bank.
all right, and then you guys walk over to the bank. You get to the bank. Freddy realizes they forgot to pick up his credit card from the ship.
You're gonna pay for it, so it's fine.
Yes, I am going to pay for it.
Okay.
Okay.
How
So I'm
much?
trying to
How much
figure
are
out-
you? How much are you taking out of the bank?
It's 10%, right?
Always 10%.
All right, so I'm taking out 3,300, but I'm only getting 3,000.
Cool. No problem. They give you 3,000 cred, and then you go shopping. Now, while this is all going on, Doc Fulton, you were sitting in the vehicle wondering why this wasn't all done before, with a vehicle loaded with shit, just ready to go in like Bleakmere or wherever, pay parking fees, something. You're just baffled by this. Drumming your
I'm
fingers.
having visions of people getting together a bunch of weapons and gear before we get on an airplane, actually.
Yeah,
That's about right.
That's why.
Okay, so let's see. If you'd like, they sell desert pattern. I'm just going to run through some of the things that Doc Fulton had mentioned before with what he thought would be good for desert. And if you guys want it, let me know, or otherwise I'll move on. Desert patterned camouflage clothing.
Want it? Wait, no, we don't. We're going to be in rat suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, we can wear that over the suits.
No, we can't wear that over the suits. It's not
Okay.
made for oversuits.
Fine.
And that would be like minus 30 city.
Yeah.
Night vision goggles.
Nope.
Sure.
Those are pretty pricey at 2,200 each, including the 10%.
Okay. All right, skip them.
Okay. Let's see. Scrolling. Let's see. Tools. Let's see. I don't know if you guys are expecting to need electricity shit there.
Probably not.
No.
You want to replace any painting kits or get new painting kits? Those are pretty cheap here.
I had mine, so no.
I
Okay.
have mine.
Okay. Let's see. Water per liter, 10. The meals here are get one odd looking cube and that's a day. Those are also 10. So the problem is the water is big and bulky, because carrying a liter of water isn't bad, but you're going to go through about 5 liters a day in the fucking desert if you're working and doing hard shit. And that's heavy. But the food is super light. The food is negligible weight, but it costs 10 per person per day if you want it. And you always feel unsatisfied, but it will keep you alive.
Just get some of those.
Sure, as many as you'd like. They cost, with the tax, 11 each.
Okay, I get, let me see. Oh, come on. 3 people times 5 days. I get 15 of them times 11 is 165.
Groovy. You want a high-tech first aid kit? It's pretty small.
Yes.
330, including tax. Do you have enough Radaway?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
You have enough tubs of harsh decon?
Yeah, we do. We got 4 of them.
Let's see. Do you have enough drugs? Let's see. Animals, transport, labor, travel. Backpacks.
we have backpacks.
Binoculars.
Binoculars are good. I'll buy a pair of Guri binoculars.
Only 220, including tax, for the high tech. They're like the Luke Skywalker thing, where they have a bunch of superfluous numbers and shit at the bottom that may or may not actually mean anything. They have super high tech climbing gear, like that you can pretty much grab onto something and it goes, and it takes you up the rope and stuff.
That sounds useful. How much does that cost?
$440.
Per?
Yeah. That's for the climbing gear for each 50 meters of high tech. They call it rope, but it's actually like a cord that can support all of you guys, your gear, and a piano. That is per 50 meters is 220.
Okay, we've blown through 2/3 of our. We're going to do 50 meters for each of us. We've
Sure.
blown through 2/3 of our budget.
Now, did you buy the climbing gear also, and did you buy one of those or 3 of those? That's like it includes all the crampons.
I was getting 3.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, everybody will pretty much make their climbing lives much easier so long as one person made theirs harder. In other words, one person goes up and sets up the shit, and the others are just like grab on, click in, go, you know.
Okay. So we only need this isn't like personal ascension gun bullshit. It's regular climbing gear.
It's more than that. It also includes like all the different crampons and harnesses, all kinds of shit.
Okay, cool.
It
yeah,
strikes
we'll
you
get
as a
3 of
very
those.
useful
That's
thing.
and then we can retrieve them.
Tents.
Yeah,
The super easy to set up tents. You can get one big enough for all of you guys for 440. That includes like filtering and stuff like that.
Do they have radiation resistant tents?
880.
We're gonna so 440 plus 440. All right, we're pretty much through our budget. So we got water, we got food, we got tents, we got climbing gear,
glow sticks, miscellaneous camping gear, flashlights, water purification device as opposed to tablets. They sell devices that like can make the water pure.
Did you buy water?
Yeah, we did buy water.
Okay.
We're at 29.15 and I've got 32.70.
Okay.
Glow sticks are 11 creds per half dozen.
Okay, so we'll get 2 dozen glow sticks. So 22 creds? No, 44 creds.
You want a water purification device, which pretty much...
What's that cost?
110, including tax.
Hell yes.
Yeah. They don't even sell purification tablets. It's just, it filters all the water through.
All right, hold it. Stop for a second. Is somebody writing all this down? Because I'm just doing the math.
I thought you were doing it.
Yeah, nobody was writing it down. Okay, so we have water, 5 days, food tablets, 5 days, big rad-proof tent, 3 sets, 50-meter climbing gear, 24 glow sticks, military glow sticks.
And by the
Anything
way,
else we got? Water purification unit.
all this stuff is at different spaceships. You guys are wandering around buying shit from. It's not like one ship sells everything type deal. Let's see, miscellaneous camping gear.
Yeah.
Pot holders, no. 330 including, but it's all high tech. 330 creds, and you only need one of them, and pretty much your camp thing will be pretty comfortable.
It's more than I got.
All right. Well, once it like, gets down to almost finished, I'm gonna go to the ship.
Okay, so Freddie, I'm going to read this off. Let me know if I'm forgetting anything.
Yeah.
5 days of water and food tablets.
Yeah.
Rad-proof tent.
Yep.
Climbing gear. Military glow sticks. Water purification unit. I'm feeling like I forgot some things.
Food, water, and
Oh, Guri Binocs.
yeah, well, those are for you. I don't need
Okay.
any.
And Doc Fulton certainly doesn't. He just uses his goddamn fingers like a freak, and it works.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Let me go and pay for the
Oh, and
camping gear.
there's more interesting shit that's only available in high tech. But first, then you guys both, because he needs your help to lug all this shit, right? You guys are playing like fucking Chinese coolie type thing with all the big packages and shit, and you lug it back over to your ship, drop it off there. You hear a weird knocking from inside the ship.
Ignore it. Don't worry. I know what it is. Just we need to move. Come on.
Yeah, okay. So we just get it all to San Angeles.
Oh, no. There's more shit going on, Russ. You're trying to fast forward, but there's more shit going on. In fact, I'm going to be so nice, I'm going to give you a luck roll at full for something else that will happen after Freddie gets his credit card that will be good for you.
I have.
Cool. I'll get. Remind me you made that if I seem to forget. Now, Freddie, you go to the ship with Russ. You guys drop off all the shit. Then you pick up your credit card, and it's strapped to a fucking Hello Kitty laptop, just like you fucking like it. Because then if one of them blows up, you choose which, right? And you guys scurry out. By the way, Russ, there's a fucking stack of Hello Kitty laptops there if you want to strap one to your fucking card to make sure that your shit doesn't blow up and you lose money and stuff. And then you guys scurry, lock up the ship good and tight, scurry back to the bank. See how much time is going by, Chris? Scurry back to the fucking bank ship. And you get to the bank ship, and they're like, hello, how much money would you like to withdraw and put onto your card?
1,000.
So, right, 1,100 cred come off of your thing. And then you guys are going out, and one of the things that The Rock notices at one of the ships that they sell is personal repulsors. They're one-shot personal repulsors. So, essentially, what it is, because they've got like a video that shows what happens. It shows like a guy like climbing up something. He goes, oh, and he falls off, and it goes, and he gets close to the ground, and it goes, and he just lands soft. It's like a fucking one-shot feather fall.
I'm ignoring it, going to the camping.
He just wants the camping gear? Okay.
It's guaranteed for any size fall.
We should get one of those just for the person who's doing the setup.
How much is it?
They are, including tax, 550 cred.
And the camping gear was?
The camping gear is 330 cred.
Okay, I'll buy both.
Now,
so that's 880 total.
Would you like sleeping bags? They're good for all temperatures.
You said camping gear includes everything.
No, camping gear includes all the miscellaneous stuff for the camp.
That is miscellaneous. Fuck off.
No, sleeping bags.
We've got a tent. We've got a tent. We'll just need bed rolls. It's a desert.
Well, Doc Fulton did mention that deserts get amazingly fucking cold at night. Yeah.
Yes.
And these sleeping bags are rated for all temperatures up to like negative 50 or something.
How much are they?
Only 100, or let me double check. Yes, only 110 each.
All right, perfect. That's all my money. Right, each?
Fuck those GMs that say that their players get too much money and they don't know how to get rid of it. Fuck them in the goat
Wait,
ass.
dude, I have one.
Exactly.
I have enough for one.
You have enough for one sleeping bag?
Yeah.
Wow. So only two people
how about
freeze
just
to
some
death.
nice blankets, Logan?
Yeah, you don't know if you'll survive or if you'll get hypothermia, but yeah, you can buy those fairly cheap. Those are only 22 each for what looks to be a warm blanket, nowhere close to this cool silvery material sleeping bag thing that's not only lightweight, it rolls up really fucking small and it's rated for all kinds of temperatures.
Okay, fine. I'll go to the bank, grab the rest of my money.
Okay, and then it shows them walk back out, and they go all the way back to the bank dock, and the banker goes, "Hello, how much money would you like to transfer out?"
Give me all the money.
How much money did you used to have in the bank?
414. Sorry, 322. Sorry, 322.
Sure. He gives you. Hold on a minute. Fuck you. I got a calculator, and so does he. His calculator's better. 322. 0.9. Right. He gives you 289 cred.
Okay. That should be fine.
And then
3 sleeping bags.
And then you go back, and the sleeping bags each, if you don't buy the blankets, are still 110 cred. Cool.
I'm sorry, I was doing money. What?
Well,
what did you say?
I think that just came off Freddie's money.
Yeah. No, I was doing. What did you just say? Because I was doing.
I think Freddie, if I'm not mistaken, just bought 3 sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, on all this gear, by the way, assuming it survives this mission, be sure to note that you got it from this zone, because that tells me it's much more high tech than like Old West sleeping bag, for example.
Right. Okay. So I've got a Curry Desert Gear sheet going, and we are good. Okay. Now we get stuff off the ship.
Sorry, I was just imagining a ship full of shit, and then it gets like blown up partway through, and it just shows you guys fucking. You only one of you has a repulsor, and the other two go. And the one with the repulsor go.
All right, now we grab all the stuff from the ship and start lugging it back and doing the whole.
All right, and then on top of that, they now are clumsing it in trips. It takes probably several trips back and forth to the embassy. And then from the embassy, then they are doing several more trips back in the Trump. Right. So, Chris. Let's see. Every 10 minutes. Give me 12 willpower times 5 rolls as you just sit there going, keep going, ship. Keep going, ship. Keep going, ship. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Keep going, ship. Keep going, ship. This is great.
How many times?
12. But do the thing where you're rolling a bunch of dice at once rather than... Because I think your willpower is like 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your willpower. So essentially, give me 12 rolls. Don't get double aught.
And I did.
Perfect. Yeah. The ship is now stopped. Cool. And they come back. The ship stopped.
That's fine. It will be started.
That's fine. That was probably what we're going to have to do anyway.
Yeah. So, no problem. You guys then get all the shit loaded up. Who's got the repulsor thing on, by the way? Because that's a very slick piece of gear.
Whoever's best at climbing. Not me. I have one hand.
That's true. Yeah, your shit is definitely a negative.
Well, I was a parkour guy, so I got pretty good climbing. Are you an expert at climbing, Doc?
Yeah.
You're an expert? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you're the climber then. I'm not quite. I'm just good.
The repulsor device is kind of like if you were to get a fanny pack and fill it, like a small fanny pack, and just fill as much shit into it as you can. That's the size of it. So very slick piece of gear. Unfortunately, you can only wear one at a time. Otherwise, there's some problem. There's a warning label. Only wear one at a time, or otherwise it messes with the electronic stuff. Of course, that's if the electronics work. This is all tech shit that you got. Some things of the tech thing will still work regardless. Example, sleeping bags, tent.
Yeah.
They will still work because of the materials. They're not actually powered, which they had some problems with, and some people ended up becoming like hot dogs and shit in their own sleeping bags, so they just went with unpowered stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay.
So,
all right, so we load it all onto the car, and now we need to add a battery in.
Night is a couple hours off. I don't know if you're wanting to, like, it's probably about 3 p.m. now. I'm not sure if you want to wait until, maybe try to set up the tent and stuff and have a good night's sleep before, and start off early in the morning, or if you want to set out now. But you are still next to the big foggy thing that doesn't feel cold, so it seems to be a lame refrigerator. You don't know if anything's going to come out of there and eat you.
Mm-hmm. Doc, do you know what that thing is? It seems to be some sort of refrigerator, which is weird.
I didn't really look into it. Do you want me to? Is it magic?
Yeah, it's definitely magic.
It's magic. We one of us guessed that it was a gate to the jungle zone because it's the same kind of smoky stuff that comes off the magic items in the jungle zone.
All right. Well, I'll use my glasses and check it out.
Excellent. Go for it.
No times 5.
Yeah, don't forget the will times 5 for magic.
Wow.
All right.
Not a fumble.
No,
it's not a fumble.
Not a fumble. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to hit the correct button. But other than that, you're fine. So, no problem. You look at it. Give me an analyze magic. It seems to be an unstable gate.
It's a gate. It's not
two-way, unstable.
You sure it's okay to a refrigerator?
Good guess, Freddie. It's a gate. It's probably a gate to the jungle zone.
Oh.
It might be a one-way gate to the jungle zone, so we can't go check it out.
Two-way gate.
Two-way.
Two-way. Okay. So something could come out and need us.
Yep.
All right. Well,
all right. I guess we'll sleep in shifts then.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Cool. Everybody give me a willpower roll. I'm curious to see who's going to be the one to fall asleep. I'm looking at you, Russ. Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
Times 5, man.
Yeah, it's times 5.
I know. I can still look at the number and see. So it's.
I know. Okay, so you do math. Okay, got it.
We don't believe you, Chris. We think you're going to break the computer. By the way, whatever else you're doing, Chris, please stop masturbating.
Okay.
So, right. You guys wake up Rock, who likes to sleep during his shift, but nothing came out to eat you, which I find totally unacceptable.
Okay. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Put the suits on.
All right. Who's doing?
Here comes the pause suck.
Okay, so whose suit would you like to check first? You can check your own with this skill, by the way.
Let me try and assist you, because I'm also a hobbyist.
Wait, we can't just do one check for all three of us? It's one check for each of us now?
Oh, yeah, they're all different suits, because you may install one of them.
I put mine on. I don't care anymore. Time to go, right?
You can.
All right.
Yeah.
Mine.
Oh, yeah, yours is on like a champ. Freddie, yeah, he's wearing it.
Pause. Freddie's.
Oh, yeah, like a champ. You look over at Fulton, shows some of the pieces on different hand, like his gloves are reversed and shit. Go ahead and give me a roll on checking his suit for him. You look at it and go, he's fine.
2, 3,
you're fine.
4.
Fine.
That's enough. You're fine.
Seriously, no. Just no.
Oh, okay.
Stop this. This is stupid. I take it all off and throw it out the window. Let's go. 1, 2. There we go.
Okay, I'm glad you have enough magic points for that. Otherwise, that'd be embarrassing. Let's go! All right.
So I didn't blow the hero points? Is that what you're telling me?
No, you did. You did, and they took it all off and threw it out the window.
Okay, cool.
You kind of get it. Okay.
So.
Whatever.
He seems happy. Right. Give me a simple fly the vehicle.
I'll put the suit back in the car, by the way.
What's that?
I'll put the suit back in the car. before we leave.
All right. It shows you get out to get it, and the car goes. No, and
Nope.
Okay.
I've
Now, Logan,
tracked
I
you
am
with
watching
jet.
the Geiger counter while we're driving.
no problem. He goes and he hits a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want me to play replenish?
Yes.
Hold on.
I'll give him an assistant refill first if you want.
Oh, there you
Hold
go.
on.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
fuck that tree. It was in the way. It shouldn't have grown there. You're pretty sure it lurched in front of you. You were avoiding the fog bank. It wasn't your fault.
Hey, and I get a check in EVA suit for my first use of EVA suit.
Well done.
Yay.
I play Dissemination.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's right.
Freddie can hold a couple more. Yeah, nice. Oh, that's so great. If you'd fumbled, it'd have been funnier. It's like the vehicle's on fire, all the gears on fire.
Yeah, that's what I
It just
did.
shows those two sitting there going,
Play a reroll, and I fumble now.
right. The vehicle crashes into a tree, bursts into flame.
I spend a pause.
You guys scramble out.
There we go. We're flying.
I'm on fire.
See, you have to join the pause club just like us.
I'm on fire. Help me.
Oh.
Sorry. All right. So, right, you guys go and you fly off. Eventually, now, who's one to navigate using? Because you're keeping pretty low to the ground, so you can use the map of the ground type thing. But who's navigating to get to the right place? Because the desert's pretty big, and there's not an obvious arrow pointing.
I suck
for
at
you.
that, guys, but I can support.
I'm a hobbyist at best. But we do have a map at least. And
Well,
we
yeah.
have been there before.
There we go.
Fulton
made it.
grabs the fucking map and compass from you, looks at it, and goes. All right, so you guys are like, "Would you like some help?" He's like, "Fuck, I'm sick of this shit." And right, you guys begin flying through the desert and move map
I have my
button. Go.
binoculars out, by the way, looking.
What?
I've got my binoculars out as we're flying.
Okay, so who's sitting shotgun? Who's in the back? Who's in the rear with the gear? Anytime
Shotgun.
now. I know it's not Chris. Who else?
Shotgun.
Shotgun? Okay, so Freddy's in the back. All the gears next to him. Did you bring a drum of the big viscous fluid and shit in here? So if Chris decides to go upside down, it'll fucking spill over Freddy and he'll begin screaming and
No,
writhing?
fuck that.
No, we put that in the trunk like before.
It's kind of more of a minivan one on this one.
Oh.
No, fuck that.
So do you want to leave it back next to the, quote, refrigerator and hope it's there if and when you need it?
We didn't take it in the first place.
Just checking.
Fuck that.
Okay.
We just took the bags, that's
Yeah.
it.
Right, just
Gears
so we're
and
clear.
bag.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear,
Gears and bags.
you have nothing to disinfect your gear. Got it. So,
We take it off, and then we head to Guri and get one when we land. Yeah.
you're thinking that if anybody's got a, like, if you show up in Guri radioactive, it'll probably set off some alarms.
We won't be radioactive because we'll have taken things off.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe that'll work out. All right.
Maybe
so
it will.
You guys head through the desert. That's what the desert looks like. And as you fly over, you see various bits of uncollected scrap. Following Doc Fulton's angry directions, so angry, you guys, Doc Fulton, just to get the willpower rolls out of the way, why don't you give me, let's see, you're flying for about 5 hours, so 5 times 6, 30. Just to go through any conceivable thing, well, for right now, just give me 30 rolls, don't get a double aught, or everybody begins screaming as you plummet toward the ground. You hate the sound of
The first
this.
one.
The first one, bitch.
I won't make you re-roll the errors if you want to spend a card or whatever on the first one. And it shows him circling back toward the same tree, and everybody's like, ah! And the fucking steering goes out completely, and everybody's like, ah!
You want me to try to punish before you do anything?
Let me give him an assistant refill first. Bring the card table back up, please, Logan.
You got it. Wow. I got to say, Doc Fulton, I'm so happy with this adventure so far.
2 100s. That's fun. Okay, so he gets an assistant refill.
I'm so happy.
Try and get World of Pain, okay?
Yeah. First one.
You got a 99, too.
I'm glad he's got a fucking 20 willpower. Can you imagine doing this with less than 20 willpower? Imagine doing it if you needed under a 75. Whoa.
Yeah, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody want to master researcher? I got to discard down.
No.
Okay, we're not going to a library, yeah. That's the first note card I've seen in like 10 sessions.
I had one yesterday.
Yeah. I think there maybe is not enough note cards in the deck, but...
There's like 2 or 4 of them. I forget how many.
That's not enough, but okay.
It's always been that many. All right, so how's that? Did you already spend a hero point on this, Chris, or a card?
Yeah, I already did. Yeah, I spent a hero. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Now, you guys continue flying back to the lovely map Logan has wrought for you. And with the binoculars and stuff, Chris spot at half, you're busy driving. Freddie spot at full. Russ Monster, are you just, where are you doing? Wow. Yeah, Freddie's got the lens cap covers on his binoculars and shit. And he's like, yep, it looks like we've entered a zone of darkness. He says.
Do the Guri binoculars work on tech?
Now for tech,
or are they just straight up lenses?
No, hell no. These are high tech, low drag. These are all tech all the way. Let me see here. You guys are currently in Gothic post-apocalypse. Fortunately, nobody's around to witness you're using these. So to make your binoculars work, I need a willpower ×3, Russ.
Yep.
Oh yeah, these are fucking cool binoculars. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll. I will assign a secret modifier. Everybody's just kind of, heading on. Yeah, you notice down below you see some of these things wandering around.
Yep.
Seem to be foraging and stuff. And let's see. Eventually you come back to where the bodies and stuff were. Because Freddie knows where those should be, although he keeps looking out of the window through his binoculars and going, I don't see how you're fucking able to fly around in this murk. It's just so thick.
I turned Freddie's binoculars around the right way.
He looks at the lens cap covers are on. He goes, it's not better this way. And you're like, So anyway.
Go ahead.
Right, you find the bodies you were looking for. It looks like they're pretty much just bones and scraps now. Mm-hmm. You see some of the death claws down there, like looking up as though a new order of food may be arriving. There seem to be 4 of them. They are fucking immense, powerful looking things. Sometimes they try jumping up to get to you guys, but you are well up. And damn, they can jump well.
How high up?
You're not sure because you're having trouble seeing them. You're thinking that you need some eye drops.
How high up are we from the ground?
You're probably about 15, 20 meters off of the ground.
Guys, I can shoot fire at them.
And we got these grenades. Is this an enclosed vehicle, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, it's just to stick with the minivan analogy.
Yeah, it's got windows and stuff.
Yeah, you can roll up and down the windows and stuff if you want. The side doors do open out, and if you had like a nice gun mount or something, that would be a big help, but you don't, so.
Yeah, that I remember that.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking excellent.
That would be awesome, but we don't have that kind of money. So
You notice that it's amazing how much better of a pilot Doc Fulton is than like Freddy or anything like that. He's pretty much just skimming around, and Russ is pointing at the bodies and stuff, Fulton. And the bad thing is that Fulton is a good enough pilot that when he wants to see the bodies, he goes with the vehicle, and you guys are like, ah! And he's like looking out his window. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Freddie, do we have any reason to believe this Raskin, the red guy, was with the mercenaries?
Yes,
or are we just on a side quest?
No, he's the leader of the mercenaries.
He's the leader of the mercenaries. Okay, so we should go. We should. Oh shit! We need to make a tracking roll, which means we need to kill a bunch of death claws.
Well, how good are you dropping grenades? Because so long as we're up here, we should be okay.
I'm pro.
Go for it.
Okay, I think we're gonna bombardier these things.
All right, you enter combat rounds. This is only a standard combat. Everything, I'm sure, will be just fine until he drops a grenade in the vehicle you're in, and then there's the screaming and the death again. Here we go, round one. These are kind of meta rounds, so I'm not going to go this round. You pull out a grenade because you've got time. They're not really able to get to you. Dancing is approved but not recommended. Heroes, go for it. So he pulls out some grenades, and if you want to just give me a throw roll, Russ, you're trying to see if you can get one of them to. Yeah, that's really close to it.
2d10, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. A pretty goddamn solid hit, and let me double check. Hold on a second.
Well, is it 2d10 or do they have armor bumps?
These ones don't. These are pretty small ones compared to. Okay. I've said too much.
These are the small ones. Got it.
Yeah, this is your warm up. Let's see now. Where's their stats?
Probably about 25 hit points each.
Let's see now. Armor retrieval. Right. There it is.
Counting down grenades.
Let's see. They make a luck roll to see how many of them were caught in the blast and how much of the blast they get. And very proud we are of all of them. Where is their hit points? All travel rates.
Should have had this rated.
There it is. Oh yeah, it is. Right. Deathclaw luck roll as a group. All right, you catch all three.
Not good.
One of them takes 10. Could you roll 2d10 for the other and 2d10 for the air? Because 3 of them got caught in this.